Hey Amy, it's really nice to meet you today. Thanks for reaching out to me.
Hi Sarah, thanks for agreeing to meet with me. It's nice to meet you too.
So I understand you're wanting some nutrition help?
Yeah, if you could help me with that, that would be great.
Yeah, no worries at all. So, as you know, I'm a qualified nutrition coach. I'm qualified through the Australian Institute of Fitness. My role as a nutrition coach is to help you with any questions, concerns, or goals, or anything nutrition related that you may have. So, nutrition coaching is a partnership between myself, the coach, and yourself, the client, and where we both work together to achieve manageable goals and outcomes. So the approach we take will be tailored to suit you, your needs and your lifestyle. Does that sound like something you'd be willing to work with me with or interested in?
It sounds great.
Yeah.
I'd love to work together throughout my pregnancy.
Yeah, congratulations on your pregnancy. How many weeks are you?
Thanks, I'm 20 weeks.
Oh, beautiful. Is this your first?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So it's all very new to you then?
It is
Yeah.
all very new.
Nice. So what's your nutrition like previous to getting pregnant?
Yeah, it's not bad. I have my days, I enjoy a treat every now and then, but I try to eat as much vegetables and fruit. I love fruit, so I eat as much fruit and vegetables as I can.
Nice. Cool. So that's really exciting. Well, I can certainly help you out with, with your nutrition goals or anything like that. So let me start, however, by saying that due to you being pregnant, the best course of action for me as a coach to take would be to refer you on to an accredited practicing dietitian or also to your GP as well.
Oh, okay. Why is that?
So that's purely for the fact that they have specialised qualifications in regards to diet and health during pregnancy. As a nutrition coach, I follow the Eat for Health program. That's endorsed by the Australian government. Therefore, I'm unable to give any specific advice outside of these guidelines.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good to know. It sounds interesting.
Yeah, it really is. So, once you've had your consultation with an APD, so the dietitian, we can work together to put into place any information that they have given you. So, like I said, I will refer you to them first. And, while you're here today, do you want to have a bit of a chat about the Eat for Health program that I follow?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
What is the program exactly?
Yeah, so, like I said, it's endorsed by the Australian government, which is really good. It's been written for nutrition educators or, like myself, a nutrition coach, just to ensure that we, as coaches and educators, are giving the correct information to our clients. It also states that it's a way to ensure that all Australians can make health food choices based on scientific evidence. So research goes into, the information that they're putting out there.
That's good.
Yeah. So it's relevant to all Australians looking for information on health, pretty much.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's nice to know that there is a source out there that is endorsed by the Australian government that allows you to give correct information to your clients.
Yeah, no, it's really great. It's great to have, as a reference as well to give to clients if they're wishing to do their own research.
So can anyone access it? Like, can I access it from home and stuff?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's online. It's really good. It's quite a long document, but it's good to read. It has a lot of information. Once we finish the consult, I'll write down the link for you and give it to you if you want to do some further research.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be good. Thank you.
No worries. So it covers a whole range of things, like the dietary guidelines, information on the 5 food groups, energy and nutrition requirements, infant and toddler dietary information, which will come in handy for you, in a few months when you have your little baby.
Yeah.
And it also covers ways to achieve healthy eating patterns.
Awesome. That's so much information.
Yeah.
The infant dietary information will definitely come in handy in the next few months. What are the guidelines?
So that's a really good question. There are 5 dietary guidelines. And they're also, if you want, I'll give you the link as well. You can print them out in like a little brochure, so it's all there for you.
Yep.
So number 1 is to achieve nutritious food and to achieve and maintain a healthy weight, to be physically active, and choose amounts of nutritious food and drinks to meet your energy needs. Guideline number 2 is to enjoy a wide variety of nutritious food from the 5 food groups. Number 3 is to limit the intake of foods containing saturated fat, added salt, added sugars, and alcohol. Was that the baby talking?
I think it was, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. And number 4 could be relevant to you very soon. That's to encourage, support and promote breastfeeding. And number 5 is to care for your food, to prepare and store it safely.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm falling within the correct categories that I should be for my age.
Yeah, that's something that we can figure out together if you want. We can do that now. Although, now that you're pregnant, did you know that the serving sizes within these categories has changed?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know I might be needing to eat more, but I'm not too sure what kinds of foods I should be eating more of.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. We'll have a look if you want. I'll get it up on my phone.
Sure.
And we'll have a look. So this here, doesn't want to turn. Here we go. So this here is a table, and it tells you, it has, information: men, women, pregnant, breastfeeding. So that'll come in handy once you do have the baby.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes off age as well, and then it has all the different food groups, the 5 food groups. So let's have a look. You're here, you'd be under pregnant. So as you can see, as a pregnant woman, you should be eating 5 serves of vegetables, 2 serves of fruit. This is per day as well, by the way, sorry. 8.5 serves of grain foods, 3.5 serve of lean meats, poultry, fish, 2.5 of milk, yogurt, cheeses, and 0 to 2.5 of, all the other foods out there that aren't in the food groups.
That's a good table, because that can show me when I'm pregnant and also when I'm breastfeeding how much I should be eating, and when I've finished breastfeeding how much I should be eating as well.
Yeah, it's really good. It shows, all that too. And, if your partner wants to have a look at it as well, then you can have a look too. If you want, I can send that to you as well.
Yeah.
Actually, that's in the Eat for Health guidelines. So,
okay.
Yeah, you can have a look after.
Great. It seems like a lot of food, though.
Yeah.
Looking at the meat servings, I forgot to mention that I am a vegetarian, so I won't be able to hit those servings.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all good. So under the meat servings also comes foods like tofu, nuts and seeds, legumes, beans, so there's plenty of options if you don't eat meat.
Awesome. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Reflecting on all of those servings, though, I definitely don't think I'm eating enough right now.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. All of these points are good to bring up with the APD. They'll discuss it with you further, and work out how you could be eating more of these servings and that kind of stuff. So do you want to talk about why you reached out to me? What would you like to work on in regards to your diet?
Well, I don't necessarily have any goals to reach. Like, I don't want to lose weight or anything. But I would like to make sure I have the healthiest pregnancy possible, and to do that by eating all the right foods and also the right amount of macro and micronutrients that is needed for myself while I am carrying, and so my baby can be healthy too. Yeah,
that's great. It's really good that you're wanting to be conscious of your health, at such a special time in your life. What do you think some barriers are that could stop you from eating healthy during your pregnancy?
Well, my biggest downfall when it comes to nutrition or healthy eating is that I tend to overeat. I eat too much. I'm horrible at portion control. If there's leftovers, I'll always go back for seconds, and if there's food left on my plate, I feel like I have to eat everything before I can put my plate away.
Yeah.
However, at the moment, I have been feeling a bit sick with morning sickness and stuff like that. So I haven't been eating as much as a result of that.
That's fair enough. Yeah, it's good that you're able to recognise these barriers though. So what do you think could be ways to overcome these barriers? However, keep in mind that your health and the baby's health is the most important during this time. And also keep in mind that the dietitian will also ask you the same kind of questions and, tailor solutions to help you in regards to your circumstances as well. For us together at this stage, it's great to get your mind thinking about all of these things so you're able to go and tell them, and you already, got the ball rolling pretty much. Yeah.
All right, well, I think because of my nausea and lack of eating, I need foods with a higher amount of nutrients, or like certain nutrients that might be helpful during my pregnancy. Just because if I am unable to eat a lot of food, I still want to be eating nutrient-rich foods and the correct foods that I should be eating when I can.
Yeah.
And as for the overeating, when I eventually do get my appetite back, I think I need to recognize this and eat until I'm satisfied, like recognize when I feel full and just stop.
Yeah, definitely. It's really good strategies to overcome both of those barriers that you have. Another great thing to do is to eat volume foods. Hey, Ernie. So, like you said, nutrient-dense foods. It's really good to eat those kind of foods. This is because these kind of nutrient-dense foods will fill you up. However, they're not full of any unwanted macros or micros, that you don't need or don't want, or, nothing that's going to be beneficial for the baby.
That's a good idea. Yeah. I do love cooking, so it'll be a good way for me to have fun and get creative in the kitchen. And I think it's also good because I know what kind of foods I'll be eating and how much of it I'll be eating in regards to the serving size of each of those foods.
Yeah, it's always good to, cook your own foods, and it's always more fun and, yummy if it's your own.
Definitely.
You get creative in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a great way to make sure you overcome these barriers is to set yourself a goal. So I know you said you didn't really have a specific goal in mind, and that your main focus, which is really good, is to just eat healthy during your pregnancy. But a great way to ensure that you do this is by setting a goal.
Okay, cool. So what's the best way to go about setting a goal?
Yeah. So the best way is to set a goal called a SMART goal. So I'll write it down for you, and we can go off this. So this stands for stands for specific. M stands for measurable. A stands for attainable. R stands for relevant. And T stands for time. So it's great because it gives you a clear indication of what your goal is, when you want to achieve it, and how you're going to achieve it. It's important to remember, however, then when making these goals, that you do keep them realistic. You have those realistic expectations that you are going to achieve that kind of goal at the end of your journey.
Yeah. Well, although that sounds like a lot, it actually seems pretty easy.
Yeah.
So with your help, I'm going to be making my own goals, which is great. So I like the idea that I'm in control of my own goals.
Yeah, it's always better, I find, when people are in control of their own journey, but they have people there like me to help them along the way.
Yeah,
it's really good. It's a very good way to set goals. These SMART goals. Do you want to give it a go and set one together now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. It'd be good to have a SMART goal in mind. So when you do go see the dietitian or the GP after the referral, you can tell them your goal, how you made it, and what considerations you had, towards making it.
Yep, let's do it.
Yeah. So can you tell me what your goal would be and when you wish to achieve it by, or what time period you wish to achieve it over?
Okay, well, I think my main goal would be to eat healthy for the duration of my pregnancy.
Yeah.
From now until end. Even when I'm unable to eat much due to feeling unwell and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, no worries. So that's really great. So maybe from that, looking at this, your SMART goal could be, to ensure, I'll write it down for you. So it's all with the SMART goal.
Mm-hmm.
Ensure the majority of meals consumed are nutrient-rich foods to maintain a healthy body and baby over the duration of pregnancy. So, got here, to ensure that the majority of meals consumed are nutrient-rich foods to maintain a healthy body and baby over the duration of pregnancy.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I think that sounds nice and easy and achievable.
Yeah, definitely. So I've got majority of meals just because, you know, you are pregnant still and you might get cravings, you know, and not everything's going to be, you know, nutrient dense, but that's okay. You know, the most important part of your journey now is you and your baby. So, yeah. Cool. So that's a very achievable goal, definitely. And a good way to make sure you do achieve this goal is to make an action plan.
What's an action plan? What does that mean?
So an action plan is great because it breaks down, you know, all the steps that you need to go through to overcome any barriers that could be in place or stopping you from achieving your goal.
Yeah. Okay, so it's like creating a clear path to achieving my goal?
Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing. It's, you know, the things to ask yourself when creating an action plan are things like, what would your first steps be? How will you remember to do these things? Do you have anyone to support you, you know, over your journey to reach your goal? And how will you track your progress of how you're going towards your goal?
Okay. Can we go through some of these questions now, just so I know I have a clear understanding of when I'm going to see my APD?
Yeah, of course. Yep. So we'll start off with the first question then. I'll write down your answer as we go. So what would your first step be?
So my first step to achieving my goal would be, I guess I could look at recipes online.
Yeah.
Or I have the Tasty app, so I can use that to find some nutrient-dense meals.
Yeah, Tasty app's really good. Got lots of healthy foods on there.
There's a vegetarian option too, which is good.
Yeah, that's good.
So that can help me, you know, choose some good meals, and that'll keep me inspired and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then when I go shopping, I could get all of the ingredients and make sure that I get healthy snacks rather than naughty snacks.
Yeah.
That I can eat in between meals to keep me nice and full.
Yeah. And the baby too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really good. So I've got, you know, use recipes online, use the Tasty app, buy healthy ingredients, buy healthy snacks, no naughty snacks. That's really good. So in regards to eating nutritious meals, how do you think you'll remember to do this?
Well, I think it would be good for me to plan out my meals and pre-cook. Sometimes if I get home, it's hard for me to think, oh, what am I going to have for dinner tonight? So then it's just easy to go like an easy option rather than having a good healthy meal.
Yeah.
So if I pre-plan them and pre-cook them, then that'd be nice and easy. Yeah. It'd be handy for my husband too, because he can be eating healthy with me and supporting me, so that would encourage me more as well. Yeah. And also only buying healthy foods when I go shopping, so I'm not tempted by things that are in the cupboard or the fridge at home.
Yeah, that's good. So that one, so you'll remember to eat them by planning your meals out, prepping your meals, buying only healthy foods from the shops, and, you know, having your husband support you as well. Mm-hmm. So that also touches on to the next question. I know you just answered it, but just to reflect and maybe broaden it a bit more, do you have any support towards reaching your goals?
Yeah, I've got my husband AJ. He's very supportive of me and making sure that we both live a healthy lifestyle. Also, now I'm pregnant, he's making extra sure that I'm eating all the right foods and looking after myself.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I also have supporting you and the APD and the GP when I have my appointments. They're always really good and supportive.
Yeah. So just to go back on that one, so the support you have, you said, would be your husband AJ, myself, the dietitian, and your GP, which is really good. Lastly, how will you track your progress?
Well, this one I'm not too sure of. I mean, I might just keep like a food diary in a little journal or something like that, or maybe even just on the calendar or something, just write down foods that I'm eating just so I can follow them. And I might even like schedule ahead on the calendar foods so I know what I'm eating for the week and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all really good ideas. One thing that I would recommend for this part though is downloading an app called MyFitnessPal. I'll show you on my phone. I've actually got it. It's really good. You don't have to pay for it. However, you can pay for it. It just gets you, you know, no ads and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's right. So this is it here. So what you do, you press this add button and you click food, and you can select whatever meal you're eating. And it's really good as well if you want to pre-plan your meals. You can put them in, you know, different days. You click the today and go next and tomorrow, and, you know, plan them in advance. So it's really good. So you can add the food. So we'll go food, say we're having lunch. For example, this food here, popcorn. You add it in, and it's really good because it tells you all of the nutrition contents for the food. So, you know, your macros, your micros in all the food, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's just a good way to look back and be like, oh, okay, I'm eating enough of each food, eating enough serves of each food. This is what my food looks like that I'm eating. And it's for you as well, whilst being pregnant, it's really good to make sure you're hitting all those extra nutrients that you'll be needing for you and the baby as well. So it's really good. I definitely recommend that app.
Yeah, I have heard of that app before. I haven't used it, but I think I'll download it and give it a go.
Yeah.
It seems easy enough. You know, being on my phone, I can just log everything on there rather than having to remember to write it all down.
Yeah, definitely. It's really easy. So yeah, great. So to recap all of that, you will start off by looking up recipes, buying healthier options at the supermarket. Then remember to eat healthy. You will be meal planning and meal prepping with your husband, AJ, who will also provide you support, as well as myself, your dietitian, your GP. And lastly, you'll track all this by using the food diary, the calendar, you'll schedule ahead, or you'll use the MyFitnessPal app like we just talked about.
That all sounds good.
Yeah.
It's making me feel very motivated to start cooking and eating good, healthy meals.
Yeah, that's really good. Good, that's what we're here for. So that's really great to hear. So please remember, however, that this consult between you and I was just to get your mind thinking about the goals that you may have towards, you know, your nutrition while you're pregnant, any barriers that may come up that you have to overcome in order to reach these goals. So, you know, these thoughts will be really beneficial for your dietitian to hear and your GP to hear after your referral to them. So, yeah, I'll be here to help you along the way during your pregnancy and this journey that you're going on. And I'll also, you know, be here to follow on any information that they've given you and make sure, you know, we're following that and, you know, doing it all properly. So once you've seen the dietitian or the GP, do you want to come back and see me for a further up? We can have some further nutrition chats.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I'm seeing my GP next week. So what about if I come back in 2 weeks' time?
Yeah, that's great. That sounds good. Yeah. So before we finish up, I'll give you some brochures. So these, I've got 2 of them to give you. One of them is from the Eat for Health, and the other one is from the Better Health channel. So this one here is the Eat for Health. It's really good. It's called Healthy Eating During Your Pregnancy. It goes through all the guidelines like we talked about before. It's got, you know, the servings, what should I eat and how much should I eat. And then it's also got examples here of how much is a serving of each foods and how much you should be eating. So it's got women, pregnant, breastfeeding. So, you know, this comes in handy for once you're breastfeeding, and then, you know, once you're not breastfeeding anymore as well.
Gee, it makes it really foolproof.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's really good, really good. So I'll give you that one.
Thank you.
And this one here, this is from the Better Health channel. This is Pregnancy and Diet. This one's really good. It's quite long, but it's really good. It's got a lot of information in it. It's got, you know, healthy weight gain during pregnancy, healthy eating for pregnant women. It's got also this table here is, you know, the serving sizes as well for what kind of foods, for example, like half cup cooked vegetables, that kind of thing. And just some information on, you know, like folate, anything else that you may need while you're pregnant.
Gee, that does look really handy.
Yeah, it's
Because
really
some of these
good.
things I am taking a folate supplement, so it's good to know to read why I'm taking that and stuff like that. So
yeah, it's really good. And supplements and stuff, will be explained in further detail by your GP and your dietitian and stuff. So yeah, it's good to always have that in the back of your mind, and even just do your own research as well. It's really good
to fall back on.
Yeah. And also, as I promised, I'll write down the link for the Eat for Health website, and I'll give you all this, your SMART goal and all that information as well.
Yeah.
So I'll just get the link up. So the eatforhealth.gov.au. Just write it down. As you can see, I've only got one arm at the moment. It's fine. So I'll give you all this.
I've got some homework to do, some reading.
Yeah, that's good. There we go, that's yours.
So this here is the SMART goal.
Yep.
And then my goals and how I'm going to achieve them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. And the link.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool.
Easy.
Awesome. So I thank you for your time today, and I really hope you got something out of the consult.
I did, thank you.
Yeah.
I learnt a lot, and I have a lot more to learn, so I look forward to coming back for future appointments.
Yeah, it'd be good to see you again, and you can tell me what the GP's said to you or what your dietitian has said, and we can continue on
from there.
the journey from there. Yeah. Cool. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Sarah.
No worries.